And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kenmundy, Illinois, Lions Field, the home of the South Central Cougars, where this evening the Cougars host the Weber Trojans in a non-conference matchup here they've moved it back a little bit. It was supposed to start at 4:30, and earlier this week with the heat and sunshine and everything, it's been moved back a little bit, and probably for the best because it's been a pretty doggone warm day here in Kenmundy. Hello, folks. Welcome to Wabash Catch TV's presentation of high school baseball. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We've got the whole crew here. We'll have a good show for you tonight as the Cougars come in with a 2-1 record for South Central. And for Weber Township under head coach Matt Strain, they are 1-2. 2-1 versus 1-2, so ought to set up for a pretty good ball game. As it will be on the mound, Callaway Smith, the senior for South Central. And he will be facing the lineup of Weber, starting with leadoff batter, left fielder Aston James, then Drayden Smith. He's catcher, number 23. It'll be number 4, Kylan Moser. He's the pitcher today. Number 5 is Zane Belmont in the cleanup spot. Hitting 5 for Weber is Hunter Bigham, number 2. Hitting 6, Caden Richards. He wears number 24, and he is the third baseman. Raymond Andrews will hit 7th, number 28, second baseman. First baseman Levi Geniani hits 8th, number 42, and then Jacob Braden in right field will round out the starting lineup for the Weber Trojans. James, Smith, Moser, Belmont, Bigham, Richards, Andrews, Geniani, and Braden. As we are about to get underway, we'll take a look at the South Central defense as we go. Over at third base, Trevin Sidwell. He's a junior. Garrett Shoemate's a sophomore at shortstop. Senior Evan Hoover at second. Colton Smith, a senior, at first. First pitch is in for a strike. I think it's in for a strike. I'm not really sure what that motion was. Looked like it was in for a strike. We're going to call it a strike. That's 2. All right. Outfield, Hudson Moore in left, Seth Jones in center, Brody Markley in right. As I mentioned earlier, Callaway Smith, the right-hander, throwing home to the senior Maddox Robb. I think Maddox is in his third year starting, and 3 pitches strike out on three pitches for Aston James. Finally took the bat off his shoulder on the third pitch, and it was not enough. So they'll bring up Drayden Smith. Dreyden. Catcher today for the Trojans. And I tell you what, I like watching Callaway Smith throw here in the early going. He's just basically playing pitch and catch with his catcher, Maddox Robb. 2-1 is the count. Here to Robb. That should have been pitch number 6. That's number 7. They've got the count wrong on the board because he had 3 pitches to the first batter, and that's the 4th one here to Drayden Smith. Oh, well, missed one. Kylan Moser stands out on deck. If anybody gets on, we'll see Zane Belmont. There's strike 2. Smith, the catcher, is a freshman. Watches a ball 4 zip past high. And that'll bring up Kylan Moser with a man on and 1 out. Weber with a win over Agape. They lost to Brownstown St. Elmo and to Wayne City. Close game in that Brownstown St. Elmo. It was back and forth all the way. And Brownstown beat them 11-9. Of course, Brownstown in the same conference with the Cougars. Always the always tough National Trail Conference. Smith throws over to Colton Smith. No tag made. Callaway to Colton. On one the count. That's a nice pitch on the outside corner. Puts Moser in a hole. 0-2. Smith taking his time now, peeking over to the first. The throw is up and in, well out of the strike zone. Weber's yet to make any contact yet. I don't even think they've had a foul ball yet. There's contact as it's knocked over to the left side. Long run in foul territory. And making the catch. Oh, he did not make the catch. He dropped it over there. Good effort to get over to it by Hudson Moore. This long run just could not quite corral it. Count remains 0-2. No, that's 2-2 now. They got the count wrong on the board. Because if I recall, Kyler had the one inside Eddie's head when it was 0-2. Runner goes, bouncer up the middle. Chance for the double play. Steps on second for the first out. Throw over in time. Ends the inning. The double play, 6-3. And that'll send us to the bottom of the first inning with no score.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any and potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
So Kylan Moser heads to the mound following that you would call that a 6U-3 double play. You don't usually see a double play when the runner was going, trying to steal the bag, but that ball bounced right to the shortstop, standing on second base just about. For the Cougars, it'll be Brody Markley leading off, followed by Callaway Smith, then Colton Smith in the 3 spot. Trevin Sidwell, the junior, hits fourth cleanup. He'll be followed by Maddox Robb. Then Zane Montes is the DH today, hitting 6th. Followed by Hudson Moore, Evan Hoover, and Garrett Shoemate in the 7, 8, 9 holes. Kylan Moser's first pitch. Inside corner for strike one. Markley, Smith and Smith, Sidwell, Robb, and Montes, Moore, Hoover, and Shoemate for the Cougars. take a look at the defense here in just a moment. Look at his chance now. Over at third base, it's Caden Richards for Weber. Hunter Bigham out at short. Raymond Andrews at second base. Levi Geniani, the freshman, over at first. 0-2 count here to Markley. Curveball is popped up on the infield. Bigham backs up on it. He makes the play just on the outfield grass for the first out. Aston James out in left field. Zane Belmont in center. Hey, we've got the replay machine going tonight. Sweet. Zane Belmont in center. Jacob Braden over in right field. Kylan Moser on the mound, pitching to Drayden Smith behind the plate. Smith's a freshman. 1, 2, 3 freshmen in the starting lineup for Weber. 1, 2, 3, 4 juniors and 2 seniors. As Callaway Smith watches the first couple go by, 2-0. And he bounces that to the left side. Nice pick. Caden Richards fires across. Dropped. And picked up in time. Ganiani dropped the throw. Able to gather. And get the out. 5-3. So here comes Colton Smith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 starting seniors for South Central, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. And if you count the DH, make that 7 seniors starting for South Central. As Kylan Moser faces Colton Smith. 2 outs, nobody on, 0-1 the count. Moser takes his time, fires it home, overhand curve. Bounces right out there to our camera person, Carrie Linder. She could have, if she was 7 feet 5, she might have been able to get to that. Carrie over on first base. Kenny Hildebrand over on third base camera, doing a great job, both of them. Abby Springmeyer making sure the pretty pictures get to you, and Ty Landreth out there making sure the pretty pictures get shown to you twice. My name is Bruce Dickey. I'm here in the hot box. If you're looking at the camera, that's my shoe you see moving around right there. If you're looking at the screen, you see the shoe there at about 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. That's me. Steve Wright called, looking, and that will do it for the Cougars. We'll head to the top of the second inning. No score.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask it.
And welcome back here to Lions Field in Kinmundy. Inning number 2, the top of. Nobody did any damage in the first inning. Zane Belmont, Hunter Bigham, Caden Richards, and then if anybody gets on, Raymond Andrews here in the second for Weber. How many of y'all have seen the movie from 1966, the old classic Cool Hand Luke. That ball knocked into center field over the head of the center fielder. Seth Jones has to make a run for it, and that's going to be a double at least for Zane Belmont. He got good metal on that. Seth Jones pretty much spun immediately, and it got over his head. It's 360 feet to deep center field here in Ken Mundy. 330 the power alleys, 300 to each corner. That ball gets away, and the wild pitch will send Belmont to third. The next one in is ball 2. Just that quickly, Callaway Smith has found himself in a little bit of trouble. Throws over, and they got him, but he threw it away. They had Belmont dead to right, and Sidwell couldn't make the catch. See the replay on that. I don't know if you got it. I think the official scorer was going to check to see where they wanted to call it an error. Well, it's an error. I'm trying to figure out who the error is on. Kind of got to give it to the pitcher because the third baseman never touched it. So E1 scores the man. It's 1-0 in favor of Weber. Bouncer to short. Nice pick by Shoemate. He throws over for the out. One out, 1 run in. Nobody on for Caden Richards. And he would have gotten in anyway without the error on that. You never know. Shoemate might have thrown home. As Richards stands in, the third baseman. A right-handed swinger. There's a strike. That ball popped foul out of play to the right side. So I asked you if you had ever seen Cool Hand Luke for this reason. The place I'm sitting, swing and a miss, strike 3. The place I'm sitting, if you remember, Strother Martin saying you get out of line, you get in the box. You talk on chow line, you get in the box, or whatever it was. You mess around on the chain gang, you get you in the box. If you have a lack of communication, we throw you in the box. The scorer's booth here at Lions Field is built like the box in Cool Hand Luke. Metal framed on 5 out of 6 walls. 4 of them with sun hitting them. Steve Reich 3 looking. The Trojans come up with a run, however, on a hit. They leave none. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 Weber.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank To Go app. Search.
Kylan Moser heads back out to the mound for the Trojans. And he will face Trevin Sidwell, Maddox Robb, and Zane Montez. Anybody gets on, we'll see Hudson Moore. Numbers 4, 5, and 6, possibly 7 in the Cougars lineup. Nice pitch, inside corner. From Moser. He really changes speeds, Wells. That's popped into short right field. Jogging in, making the play. Jacob Braden, a freshman, out in right field. For the first out, Maddox Robb, catcher for the Cougars, will step in. We do have the radar gun going tonight. I'll give you the occasional pitch speed. For instance, that fastball from Moser was 74 miles an hour. I don't believe he's going to get into the 80s. But that was a nice little fastball. He does change pace pretty well, though. He'll have 10 or 15 miles an hour difference between his fastball and his curveball or changeup. Curveball there was 64. And that was a strike, too. So 2 strikes, the count. Inside, ball 1, 1 and 2 the count. Coach Jones is going to get ticked off sometime if his players don't start working the clock, working the scoreboard. Looks like they might have a problem down there. It's 1 and 2. And now they've got it right. With 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. That ball popped up into a short right field, heading back to get it. Oh, nice play by the second baseman, Raymond Andrews. Kind of battling the sun the whole way, and he was able to gather himself, and make a nice play. Zane Montez will step in. Kylan Moser was kind of grabbing his ribs out there. As that one's popped into right field again. Another play for Braden, and he handles it with aplomb. We'll head to the top of the third inning. 1-0 Weber.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
New pitcher on the mound here in this third inning for South Central. Garrett Shoemate takes the mound for the Cougars. Callaway Smith went 2 innings, picked up 3 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. Well, it was earned. And had a wild pitch, as well as an error as a pitcher. Next pitch. That's off the bag. That's a fair ball. Sidwell looked like he thought he had it. And that hit the bag and careened into the air. That'll be a base hit for Levi Ganiani. Lights are on now here at Lions Field. The sunset is set for, I think, 7:35, so about 40 minutes away. 45 minutes or so. So there's still a little glare in the eyes of the right fielder and first baseman, second baseman. Swing and a miss for Jacob Braden. We have a lot of fun on these night games. Gives you an opportunity to see what you might normally see as that ball is popped up on the infield. And it drops. They'll throw to first. Safe at first. Throw to second. Out at second. 4-3-6 on the putout. As old Evan Hoover was trying to get a little trickeration there. 4-3-6 on the fielder's choice. Braden is at first base. At the plate, Aston James here in the third inning, with a 1-run lead for Weber. Swing and a miss for James. He struck out back in the first. Throw over to first, not in time. That got him in trouble back in the second inning, throwing over to third base. Ball went into the fence, and heading home with the only run of the game was Zane Belmont. And there is strike 3 on Aston James. He's having a rough night. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So here comes Drayden Smith. He walked in the first. He's not walking this time as he pokes the single into center field. Throw to second base, not in time to catch Jacob Braden. So a little bit of a 2-out rally here for the Weber Trojans. They're trying to add to their 1-run lead. With 2 outs, here comes Kylan Moser. Moser ground into an inning-ending double play back in the first inning, as that one was a bit inside. Moser got out of the way quickly and easily. A right-handed, lanky swinger. And that is knocked slowly to the left side. Picked up by Sidwell and tossed over to second base for the out. The Trojans leave a couple. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 Weber.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
There's a zoom in on Kylan Moser. He grabbing his back just about every warm-up pitch. Then he comes out and throws it about 75 miles an hour nicely. You remember Jim Brown? I never saw him play. He was retired in 1965. But how Jim Brown, after every time he ran the ball, he'd get up so slow. It looked like he'd walk back to the huddle like he was just beating the tar out of, and he was done. And then he'd come over and run over half a dozen people again. That's kind of what Kylan Moser's doing today. He's mowed through the first 6 hitters. Nobody has reached base as yet for South Central. Hudson Moore at the plate now. He'll be followed by Evan Hoover, Garrett Shoemate. Anybody gets on, Brody Markley. Speaking of, Hudson Moore, the first base runner. Moser keeps grabbing his back a little bit. We'll see if he how close attention he pays to Moore. Coming out of the stretch now. There's the throw over. Ball gets away. Moore will head to second. He may head to third as they're just now reaching the baseball. The throw to third base on the way is held up short. So a 2-base error. And Hudson Moore standing 90 feet from tying the game with nobody out here in this 3rd inning. Official score says E1. So we've had errors by both pitchers tonight. And Coach Matt Strain's going to head out and talk to his pitcher. A little wild. He's 2-0 here on Hoover, but he might have been watching him grabbing his back too. Either that or he's telling his defense to stay aware. You got a man there on third. You can throw home if you need to, but nobody out. Let's get the easy out and move on down the road. That's what he may have been telling them. He may have also been telling them, how's school going? How's school going, fellas? It's good to see you. We're having some fun. Game 4, having a good time. We're in the lead. The next from Moser. Way up high, ball 3. Way up high, ball 4. So Moser getting himself in trouble with being out of the strike zone here in the 3rd inning. Runners at first and third with nobody out. And that'll bring Kurt Jones over to talk to Garrett Shoemate. talking about whether he wants to bunt or swing away or not swing at all, waiting for the – they're going to – well, the catcher held his arm out like it's going to be an intentional walk or a pitch out. Hitter showed bunt, he backs up. Now he shows bunt again. Yeah, that was the play. He held his hand out basically to have his pitcher do the old look to the left, look to the right gag. Nobody out, first and third. Ball out of the zone. Shoemate got his bat back before it was a strike. Start now with 2 walks. I don't know why you'd give up an out, but we'll see what they decide to do. And he gets the bat back again, 0-2. Moser pretty stellar in the first 2 innings. Had 1 strikeout. There's the bunt. It's down and foul. 2-1 now. Moses pitched just 25 pitches. Weber leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. It's 3-1. And I'll bet you that Garrett Shoemate's going to wait on a pitch. There goes the runner. Way inside, ball 4. And the bases are jacked for the top of the lineup. Here comes Brody Markley. Nobody out. Leadoff man coming to the plate. Markley popped out to shortstop back in the first inning. They will bring the infield in. Everybody standing on the edge of the grass. Big hole over on the right side as the first baseman's holding the runner. He's got a guy in front of him. I guess it's so he can crawl over easily. There, now he'll move over. 2-0 the count. 3-0 the count. Wait a minute, that was a strike. My bad, 2-1. Inside, ball 3. 3 walks so far this inning, and Kylan Moser in danger of walking in a run all by himself. And he is stretching his back. He doesn't feel well. Ball 4. Markley walks. That'll bring in a run. Ties the game at 1 apiece. And Matt Strain will head out, talk to his pitcher. Yeah, and he's bending over. His back hurts. I believe he is done. He'll head off. He's not happy about it either. We'll see who the pitching change is going to be, and we'll be back to South Central after these words.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all, with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Kylan Moser moves over to third base. He's still grabbing at his back. He is sore. He's going to need a little stretch after the game. As Richards moves to the mound. Caden for Kylan. Caden Richards, a senior, on the mound. Facing Callaway Smith with the bases loaded. Strike two. First two pitches are in. 4 strikes. Callaway trying to get a gander at the new pitcher, and he is seeing the ball zip right across the plate. Bouncer to the left side is foul. Nobody out still here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 run is in. Bases are loaded. Big opportunity for the Cougars. They need to take advantage. Inside, ball 1. Certainly the best opportunity of the game for South Central. It's their first base runner. Hudson Moore came across the plate just a moment ago. That ball popped into the left side. It's going to get foul. Is it going to be out of play? Yes. By about 3 feet, just over the head of Kenny Hildebrand. Each of our camera folks have had an opportunity to get a foul ball. They've let them go. They don't let you keep them. Bouncer off to the left side. Throw home is in time. So force play at home. Picks up the first out of the inning. 6-2. Shoemate moves up. Markley moves up. And Smith is on at first. With 1 out, here comes Colton Smith. Boy, he liked that pitch, and he swung right through it. He wants that one again. That was a right down the pipe. A little bit outside, ball 1. No, he called it a strike. So, 0-2 the count. That ball popped into right side. It's deep. Running back on it, and it's going to drop. 1 run is in. Here comes the second. They're going to hold him up. They're going to hold him up at third. So a long single for Colton Smith puts South Central in the lead. 2-1. Bases will remain loaded. And you had to figure the sunshine was shining right in Jacob Braden's eyes. He never really got a good look at that. The next from Richards. Out of the zone, 2-0. Trevin Sidwell flew out to right his last time up. Knocks it out to shortstop, and they were playing in, so that's going to bounce in for a hit. 1 run will score. Everybody moves up 90 feet. It is 3-1. That is base hit number 2 this inning, as well as this game. 3 runs are in on 4 walks. And you can now close the book on Kylan Moser. That's an interesting book. 2 innings plus, 1 strikeout, 4 walks, no hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned. Bouncer to the left side, gathered by the shortstop. Throw to second in time, to first not in time, a run scores. So it's a fielder's choice, knocking Sidwell out. And Callaway Smith comes in to score. It is 4-1. Here comes Zane Montes, the 9th hitter to the plate here in this 3rd inning. The runners now at first and third. Colton Smith standing on third. And I didn't catch the courtesy runner coming in for Maddox Robb. That ball in. That's strike one. Thank you very much. Somebody realized I was trying to get the courtesy runner. That is Luke Shoemate running for Maddox Robb. Luke Shoemate heads to second, and without a throw, they've got the man at third hung up, though. Colton Smith, they chase him home. Now gathered at the back at home, throw it back, and they're going to catch him stealing. Colton Smith gets caught, and that'll be out number 3, but the Cougars do score 4 runs on 2 hits and 4 walks. They leave 1. We'll head back to the bottom or the top of the 4th inning. It is 4-1 South Central.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
Heading back to the mound for South Central is Garrett Shoemate. Beginning his second inning of work, he'll face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Zane Belmont, Hunter Bigham, Caden Richards. Anybody gets on, we'll see Raymond Andrews. 4-run top or bottom of the 4th inning makes it a 4-1 lead for South Central here in the top of the 4th. Uncle Charlie does not come down. That makes it 1-1. Make it 1-2. As Shoemate fires out of the zone, 2-2. They got the board incorrect. And there is strike 3, looking nice pitch from Garrett Shoemate. It's second strikeout of the evening. So Hunter Bigham will check in. Shortstop grounded to short back in the second inning. Garrett Shoemate a little bit all over the place here in this 4th, his second inning of work. Tomorrow night, I can't tell you what we have going on. I think we have North Clay baseball. But I didn't bring my stuff. That ball popped up behind the plate. Maddox Robb looking it over, makes the play. So with 2 outs, here comes Caden Richards. I know Friday we're going to be in Dietrich as Altamont plays at Dietrich. And I think that game's scheduled to start at the regular time of 4:30. By golly, Abby Springmeier's right on it. North Clay baseball and South Central volleyball tomorrow night. I think South Central, that might be, is that South Central against St. Anthony, Abby? Oh, nice play over at first base on the bounce by Colton Smith. And that'll do it as the Weber Trojans go down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 4-1 South Central.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Caden Richards heads back to the mound for the Trojans. He got out of some trouble. He only gave up 1 extra run back in the bottom of the third inning. He gave up 1 run himself after Moser gave up the first 3. Richards back to the mound here to face the Cougars as Zane Montes will head back up to the plate. Montes was at the plate whenever Colton Smith got caught trying to steal home. That play, by the way, was 1-5-2-6. As Weber ran the rundown perfectly. Zane Montes flew out back in the second to right. Oh, and he gets hit. So Montes will head down to first base with nobody out. And a courtesy runner will run for Zane, number 26, who I do not have in my book. And a wasp just flew into the box with me. That's great. He's minding his own business. Must be a mud dauber, not a wasp. Looks like a wasp. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. And now they're getting angry with me up here. Bouncer to the left side, gathered by Moser, throws to second in time for the out. Nice play by Kalen Moser. Fielder's choice. Puts Hudson Moore on first base. And we'll bring up Evan Hoover. Hoover walked back in that walk festival of the third inning, and he bounces that one to Richards, who tosses over easily for the second out. So here comes Garrett Shoemate. with 2 outs and a man on second. Man in scoring position. That ball popped foul out of play. Shoemate walked and scored in the third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 4-1 in favor of South Central. That ball knocked into deep left center. That's going to get down and roll near the wall to the warning track anyway. The run comes in to score as Shoemate stops at second base. And it's a 5-1 lead now for South Central as Hudson Moore comes in to score. Shoemate leads off a second, and boy, that one was close to hitting Brody Markley. Markley 0 for 1 with a walk, scored a run. That wasp is going to get out of here. It just flew back in here. It's going to feel the heat and say, I've had enough of that business. Here he comes back. Maybe he likes heat. Sunshine is gone as the lights are taking effect on the field. Hey, you got the cattle in the picture. How about that? Home on the range. The cattle are lowing. Way up high, ball 4. So 2 walks in a row for Brody Markley. And now runners at first and second with 2 outs for Callaway Smith. Smith 0 for 2, but he has scored a run as he reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. And the big hole on the right side as the first baseman is holding the runner with a man on at second. Okay. And the second baseman trying to hold the runner at second. That ball popped into short right field. I don't think it's going to stay fair. It does not. It is unplayable. Out by the playground equipment. How about that? The kids out there having a good time on the playground equipment. This is a nice park, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not been to Lions Field. It's a gorgeous field. They redid it a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, actually. I think it was they started redoing it during the COVID mess. Way up high for ball 1. And Callaway Smith with the runners on first and second. Okay. 2-2. And the ball gets away. That'll move the runners up 90 feet. Brody Markley, I liked it. He just basically jogged to second base. I think he was trying to give Drayden Smith something to think about. See if he wanted to think about trying to throw down to second base. That might have opened home plate up for his teammate. That ball high, knocked into left field. It's going to be catchable. Oh, it's dropped in foul territory. Aston James got underneath it in foul territory, and it bounced out of his glove. Boy, he's going to be bumming about that. So that'll be E7, depending. Depending if Callaway Smith can get on base. He's got runners at second and third. And he pops that one out to the right side. He's just spraying the baseball each direction. That one went out in the parking lot. Hope that didn't hit Mrs. Jones' car. Full count. Runners will be off with the pitch. From Richards. Knocked out into left field. That's going to get down. It's going to get to the wall. 2 runs will score. Callaway Smith on his way to second base with a stand-up double. And a big round of applause for the Cougars. That makes it an E7. As that'll make it 7-1. Four runs in the third, 3 here in the fourth. South Central's looking for more with a man on second base. And Colton Smith at the plate. He struck out looking back in the first inning. Singled in the third. He was the one running between third and home. Got caught in that hot box. I'm caught in the hot box right now. You knew it was coming, guys. Sorry about that. Caden Richards has thrown 35 pitches in relief. And there's a strike to Colton Smith. Weber jumped out on top in the second inning, 1-0. And that ball gets through. Are they going to send Callaway Smith? They will. The throw on the way home. It's high, and Smith is meat. Great play by the left fielder. Great play by Aston James. And he gets Callaway Smith out at home on the single from Colton Smith. But the Cougars do come up with 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, or 2 hits, a hit by pitch, and a walk. And we'll move to the top of the 5th inning. It is 7-1 South Central.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any and potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
I think I said 2 hits. There were 3 hits and 3 runs in that bottom of the 4th inning. 3 hits, 3 runs, an error, 1 left. 1 hit by pitch. And we'll move to the top of the 5th inning with it 7-1 in favor of South Central. Garrett Shoemate heads back to the hill for his Cougars. And he'll face Raymond Andrews, who fouls off the first pitch he sees. Andrews, the only Trojan not yet to see Garrett Shoemate, as Shoemate has gone 2 full innings. Curveball comes right back in. That was pretty. 0-2. Andrews struck out looking back in the second. Strikes out looking here in the 4th, or in the 5th. Levi Ganiani now comes up. Knocks it up the center. Oh, snagged by the second baseman, but dropped the throw. That was in time. Wow, Evan Hoover from his knees somehow gets it over there in time to catch Levi Ganiani. Where's the review on that? That was a heck of a play by Hoover. 4-3 on the putout. Here comes Jacob Braden with 2 outs as he swings through strike 1. North Clay baseball tomorrow afternoon. I think it's at 5:15. They are hosting Christ Our Rock Lutheran as that one bounces up. Nice play by the shortstop on the pick as that took a bad hop, but a nice job by Callaway Smith to pluck it, and that'll do it for the Trojans. They 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. It's 7-1 in favor of South Central.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
So defensive changes. Raymond Andrews comes in to pitch for the Weber Trojans as Caden Richards went 2 innings, gave up 4 runs. All 4 were earned and gave up 5 hits. Hit 1 batter. And let's see, make that, I didn't hit 2 batters. One hit, 2 hits. 1 hit, walk. 1, 2. Oh, just hit 1. Hit 1 batter. And heading to the mound, as I said, Raymond Andrews. He moves over from second base. As going behind the plate, Kylan Moser, pardon me. I'm guessing heading over to second base, I'm going to have to see some numbers. That looks like Richards went to second. That ball knocked into right field into the gap. That is going to get down, and it'll be a double for Trevin Sidwell. Leadoff double for Sidwell. As the South Central bats were quiet for the first 2 innings, but they've perked up here in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And it will be, I don't have a 21 either. Number 21 heading to second base to run for South Central. 4 runs in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 1 error in each of those innings for the Trojans. That makes it 7-1 here with nobody out in the top of the 5th, and stepping in, Maddox Robb. Robb's 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the day. He stands in. Catcher for South Central pokes that into right center as well. Long run, that's going to get down behind the outfield. Run will score as Robb will stop at second base. That got over the head of Zane Belmont out there in center field. And Sidwell and Robb just basically switch positions. And that will make it 8-1. With nobody out here in the fifth. Looks like Coach Jones wants to send out a courtesy runner. He will do so, and that'll be Chase Gutierrez. Did I say that wrong, ladies? What is it? Guretez? Guretez, thank you. Chase Guretez heads out there to second base. As heading up to hit Seth Jones. They've been designated hitting for him all night long, and he's going to come in and hit in the spot that Zane Montez had been hitting. Seth Jones at the plate. Guretez out in the field. We're out on second base. Nobody out. Next pitch popped up on the infield from Jones, deep infield. Now coming in on it, stepping over to his left. Catch is made by Hunter Bigham. So here comes Hudson Moore. Moore scored his last two times up. Even though he's 0 for 1, he scored twice. He reached on a walk back into third, came around to score as that ball bounces away. Guretez heads to third base. And then reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth inning. And he bangs it through the hole on the left side. That'll make it a 9-1 lead now for the Cougars. As the 11th run heads to the plate, Evan Hoover. Hoover's also 0 for 1. Ground to the pitcher's last time up. The pitcher walked in the third inning. That ball gets away. Throw over, E1. And Moore heads to second base. So 2 errors on the pitcher today. 2 different pitchers, but errors on both Moser and Andrews. Also an error against Weber on the left fielder, Aston James. But he made up for it with a dandy play right after that, he threw out Callaway Smith at home. The next from Andrews popped up on the right side. Long run in. It's going to drop. So the runners advance. Base hit for Hoover. As nobody touched it. I was kind of surprised that Caden Richards wasn't making more of a move on that. So with 1 out, here comes Riker Dodson. You recognize the name, ladies and gentlemen. He's a freshman, younger brother of Chase Dodson, as well as golly, what was that kid's name? Started with an A. And he swings through strike 1. 1-1 to count. If the runner at first scores, that'll end the game. It's 9-1 right now. That ball popped back, foul out of play. The 10-run rule would kick in as we are in the 5th inning. Riker Dodson at the plate. Aiden. He pokes it out to short center field. That's going to get down, and that has caught the runner, but it gets to second base safely anyway, and a run scores. Hudson Moore scores from third as the ball drops. That's going to be a single for Dodson, and the 11th run is standing out at second base somehow. Base hit from Brody Markley probably gets him in and ends the game. He bounces it off the foot of the pitcher, and it's going to go stop in between first base and third base. And boy, oh boy, that just sprang off the foot of Raymond Andrews. Let's hope he's okay. He is holding his ankle and his leg tightly, as that's a base hit and loads the bases. And let's see if he needs some assistance, as Brody Markley just spanked it right back out there off of Raymond Andrews' foot. 3 runs have scored here in this 5th inning, and Andrews is going to head off. So that will send Richards, back to third, looks like, as I think we're going to have to bring in a new second baseman, as heading out to pitch. Drayden Smith, the catcher, will head out to pitch. Well, he caught earlier in the day. And heading out to left field will be A.J. Strain. So, with just 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, talk about coming into a tough spot. They'll give him as much time as he needs. And we'll take a quick break while they warm up the new pitcher. We'll be back after this.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital, professional care, compassionate hearts.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready.
So Drayden Smith heads to the mound with 1 out. Callaway Smith coming to the plate. If anybody gets in, it's over. Can't walk him. Up high is ball 1. Moser gave up 3 runs. Richard gave up 4. Andrews has given up 3, and the runners on base are his. As that one's out of the zone as well. 2-0. South Central trailed 2-1 heading into the bottom of the third. They have poured on the offense since then as they scored 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth. They have 3 runs in here in the fifth, and they're trying to finish it up right now. Smith at the plate. And that will walk him, and that'll do it. As that is ball 4, the run comes in. And this game is over. The South Central Cougars win it here tonight 11-1 with 11 runs on 11 hits. They did have 1 error, and they left 5 on base. So 11 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base for South Central. They move to 3-1. Weber falls to 1-3 on the season. They finished with 1 run on 3 hits, 3 errors for Weber, 2 left on base as Kylan Moser gets the loss as he gave up 3 runs. All earned. Caden Richards gave up 4. Raymond Andrews gave up 4. For the Cougars, it was Callaway Smith giving up the 1 run, and then Garrett Shoemate comes in to pick up the last 3 innings and picks up the win. The South Central Cougars improved to 2-1. Tomorrow night we will be in North Clay as they take on Christ Our Rock Lutheran, and also back here at South Central for volleyball tomorrow night. St. Anthony Bulldogs, the state champion volleyball from last year, comes in to take on the Cougars. Until then, thanks for all of you for watching tonight. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, my name is Bruce Dickey. Again, reminding you today's final score. South Central defeats Weber 11-1. So long from Lions Field.